Alright, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to quickly just talk about Notre Dame's women's basketball team and give them their flowers. Shout out to Notre Dame because they deserve this number one ranking without question, without a doubt. They beat the best of the best basketball teams. They've been playing great all year long. They have the best backcourt duo in women's college basketball, which is of course Hannah Dago and Olivia Miles. And just the way this team plays overall, it's really great team ball on both ends of the court. And just the way they beat teams. As we see in the screen, when you look at the point differential stat, which is the numerical gap between points scored and points allowed, Notre Dame is second with 26.2 points. I see UConn is number one. They're up there. So shout out to UConn. I know a lot of people were like, hey, you were wrong in your preview matchup prediction with UConn versus South Carolina, because I had South Carolina winning. But yeah, shout out to UConn. Like I say, when I did the post-game reaction to the game, UConn, they play in the really weak Big East. They're playing teams like Villanova, DePaul, St. John, while Notre Dame plays in a really good conference, the ACC. The ACC is a really great conference. NC State has great players. North Carolina is playing really good. Duke, they just beat Duke recently. Louisville's good. California is pretty decent, and I really don't like that they're in the ACC now. It makes no sense, and Stanford's there too. I really don't like that. But yeah, these teams that are in the top 5 rankings in the ACC are way better than the top 5 rankings in the Big East. So again, UConn, they're not really playing that great teams, but they did beat South Carolina. So I gotta give them credit there. But Notre Dame this year, who did they beat? They beat Southern California, and they beat Texas. They beat UConn this year. They beat UConn back in December. And I remember I did a preview video to both of those matchups to them playing Southern California and UConn. And I predicted both of those teams were going to beat Notre Dame. And look what happened. Notre Dame beat both of them. So they're a great basketball team. And again, they're second in points differential. And they're up there at field goal percentage as well. They shoot efficient from the field as a team overall, shooting 50%. And also, they're a really great rebounding squad. As you see, they're 5th in rebounds per game as a team overall in women's college basketball. And that's because they have really good rebounding guards. Look, Hannah Dago, who's only 5'6", averages 5 boards a game. Olivia Miles, 5'10" guard. Both 2 guards who are under 6 foot, averaging 5 boards. But as we see, Olivia's averaging 6 boards. Sonia, another guard, who averages 5 boards as well. And the emergence of Latu King, and we haven't even seen Kate Caval at her best. I'm telling you, Kate Caval is going to get better. She definitely needs to work on her I would say she needs to work on some post moves. And imagine her with a really good move on the low block, like a really nice turnaround jump hook shot. This team would be, really, really dangerous. Again, they just rebound, man. This team is just good. This team they do it all. They play the right way. They have the best backcourt in the country. I made a video on it when I first started my channel months ago on Hannah Dago and Olivia Miles being the best backcourt and arguably the best duo overall in women's college basketball right now. They just feed off each other. They're so good together. And I want to show this interesting stat of Hannah. So Hannah Dago, of course, is a sophomore in college, and so far she has scored in double digits every single game in her collegiate career so far. Yes, not one game she scored less than 9 points. Hannah Dago is great, yo. And when you see her stats, look at that. She's number 2 in points per game in the country And she's number 2 in steals. My nickname for her is Grand Theft Hidalgo. My other nickname for her is Miss Cookies because she gets so much steals. She gets her chocolate chips. She gets her oatmeal raisin. She gets her snickerdoodles. She gets her Oreos. It's cookies all day with with Hannah. Great player on both ends of the court. And she's just a dog. She has that killer mentality. I love watching her play. Hannah Hidalgo, I would love to see her play live. She's just a tremendous basketball player. And just to show you how great Notre Dame is, they have 3 players that are going to the WNBA next season. Look at that. Olivia Miles is more than likely going to be the number 2 pick, as we see in this mock draft by Tickathon. Even if you look at ESPN mock draft, plenty of other mock drafts that are out there, you're going to see all of the Notre Dame team. You're going to see Sonia Citron, Olivia Miles, and you're also going to see Maddie Westbell up there as well. As you see, Tickathon projects her to go 15th in the 2025 draft. She's just a great player too, and she was out for most of the season, and now that she's back, she's only played 12 games so far for Notre Dame. Yes, I was correct. She only played 12 games for them so far, so she's just now, getting back out there. So her numbers are going to look way better than this. Her numbers are going to look way better than this, and as the season progresses. And look at what she did so far in her collegiate career. She averages 12 points a game, 7 boards. Again, great rebounding institution. 2 assists a game, and she shoots 47% from the field, 36% from 3, and she's a 73% foul shooter. A really good post player who can shoot foul shots. Come on. I'm telling you. A nice, good shooting big. A really great skilled big. I'm telling you. A lot of teams in the WNBA will be blessed to have Maddie Westbell. I'm a fan of her game. And again, she's going to get better. Notre Dame is just that institution, y'all. It might mess around and be a better institution than UConn, the way they just develop players. Look how many great guards came from Notre Dame. Jackie Young, Skylar Diggins, Enrique Gubawale, Marina Mayberry went there as well, as well as Marina Mayberry, 2 sisters. She has 2 other sisters who went to Notre Dame, so it definitely was a family thing. But yeah, so many great guards came from there. Even the Coach Ivy played at Notre Dame before she was coaching there. She was really cold. She was really nice in college, especially her junior and senior year when she was playing for Notre Dame. She was really nice. But yeah, this institution is really great. They're just a great basketball club, and they deserve this number 1 ranking. And this is their first time being ranked number 1 in the AP poll for the first time since 2019. So almost, what was that? Pretty much 6 years ago. So for 6 years they haven't gotten the number 1 ranking. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to this team. Again, great rebounding squad. And it's just like so crazy when you watch the games live and you just see Hannah and Olivia, especially Hannah because she's 5'6", just going out there and getting boards, getting so much steals. Like, it takes a lot of energy to give that much effort on both ends. Look how many basketball players who complain, about playing defense, or they don't really care about defense, they just care about buckets. Hannah Hidalgo, there's so many interviews of her, if you look it up. She talks about defense like, yes, this is my favorite part of the game. I want to get a stop. I want to lock you up. I want to take the ball from you. Hannah, even if her points per game went down, I'm telling you, just her defensive presence on the perimeter will be great for any team to have. She's just a great basketball player. I'm a Hannah Hidalgo stan, y'all. So yeah, shout out to her. And again, she's a sophomore in college, and I really think she can play in the W right now. I don't care what y'all say. A lot of people saying, "Oh, is her game going to translate? She's only 5'6", blah blah blah." Yo, I'm telling you, she can play in the W. Her, Juju, these girls can play in the W right now. But of course, they have that rule where they have to be 22 years old to at least 22 years old to play in the WNBA. I like that rule, honestly. That might be an unpopular opinion because it look what it does for women college basketball. They stay there longer. They start to grow a fan base, and then people would then follow them to the WNBA once they get drafted. When you look at the NBA, the one and done rule pretty much killed men's college basketball. You can definitely say right now, make the argument that women's college basketball is way more entertaining. Even people I know, they can name much more women college basketball players than men's. Like most dudes, if you ask them, they only know Cooper Flag, which is great. Which he's a great player. Hopefully he goes to the Nets or Washington Wizards. But yeah, but back to Notre Dame. They're just a great team. Again, we haven't even seen the best of Keiko Hall. She's going to get better. Latu King averaging a double-double, 11 points, 10 boards, 2 steals a game. Just a post player getting 2 steals. Crazy work. And she's shooting 56% from the field. Definitely she can get her foul. She definitely needs to work on her foul shots. But still a great player, man. They definitely needed some great post play, and glad her and Keiko Hall just playing great basketball right now. But yeah, we know what the guards at Notre Dame do. Again, that's guard university. Sonia Citron, I'm telling you, a 3-and-D player, and she has some playmaking ability. Sonia has some playmaking ability because remember when Olivia Miles was injured? At some point, you will see Sonia bringing the ball up, playing point guard, playing the one. So she definitely has some playmaking ability there, and she's just a versatile player. She can guard your team's best perimeter player, and she can go out there and hit some 3-point shots and just hustle. She make great hustle plays, diving for loose balls. And look, she's averaging 5 boards, so she's definitely a good rebounding guard. That's a good amount of rebounds for a guard to get. But yeah, and when you look at the Southern California game, it wasn't even Hannah guarding Juju. They had Sonia guarding Juju Watkins that game. So she's a great player. I'm telling you. I wonder where the AP has the Sonia going. They had the Chicago Sky getting her. Hey, I low-key want the Sky to sleep on them because as a Fever fan, I want them to get her. I want a lot of teams to sleep on her, and we just get lucky to back Sonya. But hey, we'll see. Again, these mock drafts, they aren't really accurate until March, until March Madness comes, because that's the big stage, and that's when teams are really looking to say, hey, what player do we really want to draft? But yeah, this team's good. Notre Dame is a really good ball club, man. They deserve this number 1 ranking. Shout out to all of their players. Of course, especially big shout out to their backcourt and Hannah Hidalgo. A great player. And look at Notre Dame's women's basketball club official Twitter. They said there's a reason we're number 1. And it's a picture of Hannah Hidalgo, man. In my opinion, I believe she's going to win the Player of the Year award because what she has done is so impressive. Again, it can go to her, Lauren Batts, Juju, of course. Those are the best players in women's college basketball to me. But just at what she does and just how impressive she's been playing for this team and just them going 0-1, I'm telling you, I believe Hannah Hidalgo is going to get that Player of the Year award. But hey, we'll see. That's just my prediction. We'll see. They play Miami tomorrow. Definitely got them beating Miami, and I got them winning pretty much most of their games up until March. And their next big game is going to be against NC State on this coming Sunday. But yeah, shout out to Notre Dame. I just wanted to quickly talk about this team. Y'all tell me your comments on Notre Dame Women's Basketball Club. Do you agree with the AP ranking that they're the number one team in the country right now? Because I do. I definitely do. And tell me your thoughts and opinions on this team overall. Please like, subscribe, and again, just tell me your opinions, man. Let's get the discussion going. All right? Till next video.